Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is Popping Culture Movie Reviews. My guest today is comedian, writer, and co-host of the Papa Don podcast. Thank you for coming on, Chris Mon.
Thank you for having me, brother. Man, this is exciting. I'm ready to get down to it.
Okay. The movie that we'll be reviewing is Coming to America. Chris chose the movie, but before we review it, this will be a 100% spoiler review. But before we review it, do you believe they should watch it?
Oh yeah, especially with the second one coming out, you got to watch the first one. You got to.
I would totally agree. All right, guys, everything past this point will be 100% spoilers. Chris, I'll let you start off.
Perfect. So it's one of my favorite movies, like Coming to America, just because it's nonstop comedy. And when you asked me, I was like, damn, do I want to do Harlem Nights? I want to do Coming to America. Those are my two favorite. And
Well, Don
Ali.
already did
That's
that
not.
one.
He did Ali.
Don did Harlem Nights. Don already did it.
Harlem Nights. See, great minds think alike. So, like Coming to America, start to finish, is like super hilarious. It's organic. Everything flow well. Um, and I don't really I have favorite scenes, but it's little small things that are funny to me. Like I would say, when Hakeem was trying to impress. Have you seen it, right? Come to
Oh yeah,
America.
I saw it literally 3 hours ago.
Okay. So when Hakeem was trying to impress Lisa and her dad, and he was like mopping the little hallway, and he was talking about just trying to be nice, and then John Amos, who fucking funny as hell, he was like, "Son, I'm gonna tell you one time, leave those drugs alone." I just thought that was so funny to me.
Is this movie is very very quotable.
Absolutely, 100%. And I mean, I think it's very important. Black, white, red, brown. You gotta watch it, in my opinion.
Um, Besides a movie called which I believe the name is Which Way Is Up. I haven't seen it in so long. That's a movie with Richard Pryor in it, and he's
Yep.
playing like eight different characters. Um, this was my first time watching it and noticing how many characters not only did Eddie Murphy play, but also Arsenio Hall played.
Mm-hmm.
Like they definitely had to sit in that makeup chair for hours.
Could you imagine that? Because you're already shooting for 10 hours a day. So you're probably spending 4 hours in makeup to do a 2 minute scene to change. I was like, oh my goodness. So that I don't know, but that seems very taxing as far as on the body and time and stuff. But they probably
Uh,
got paid good money for
that's what I was about to say the whole time. Check, check, like right
it. Right.
here.
And they get paid weekly. They don't get paid like it ain't, a salary or, a year stipend. They get paid every week. They don't work scale. Scale is a minimum wage. So they getting 20, 30 million a movie. So
Yeah,
I can do that.
and I want to say either both or one of them were the executive producer, so it's even extra money.
Oh yeah, that's another check right there. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And if you write something too,
yeah. Like I'm sure that
but the
like
money's in the back end. That residual.
yeah, you got to think about the long game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, when it came to the opening scene, do you think that set the tone really well for the movie?
Not really, because it looked fake looking back at it, right? So when it comes on, it's just like just don't really look like it's a Munda. It was like somebody's backyard, but you just knew it was going to be funny. So I kind of like, I brushed that off. So I don't really care too much about the open scene.
Yeah. For me, it was like the budget showed, but it was cool. It was like I
Right.
I was like, I get it. They're shooting in New York, so like you got to cut corners somewhere if you shoot in New York. Um,
100%.
what did you think of the dance sequence? The dance sequence in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, when they brought out Vanessa Bell Calloway, the bride, it was cool. It was a little bit longer than what it should be.
Yeah,
And when he sung "She's Your Queen to Be," that was funny.
hilarious.
Um, but they could have did without the dance, or at least cut the dance scene about 30 seconds. I'm like, all right, now let's get back to the funny part.
Yes, a lot of this movie is just there just to be funny, like just to fast
Right.
forward to the sexual chocolate. That really shouldn't. It has no point in being in the movie. It's just funny.
But that's one of my favorite. Randy Watson. He is you know him as Joe the policeman from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Like I die every time I see it because it's just Like he's terrible, but my man supported him so much, and they kept bringing him back, to the community center.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like you said, it doesn't belong in the movie, but damn it, it's funny.
Yes. It's one of those things where like pacing is a big deal when it comes to movies. The more I learn
Yeah,
about them, but it's like pacing wise, horrible. But as a comedy, thank goodness they didn't cut it out. Like,
absolutely.
thank goodness. Um, how'd you feel about the McDowells, the Mc whatever, I don't whatever
McDowell's.
McDowells? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I just think John Amos is fucking hilarious, man. Like we talking about earlier with Good Times
Yeah.
and anything he do is he's super funny. But the fact that he stole everything from McDonald's and he don't use sesame seed buns, I think that is that was just hilarious because he's so angry, but he's so funny. So
Yes.
I think that was funny.
I did my research, and the only reason why McDonald's, which is weird, but the only reason why McDonald's approved of it was literally because Eddie Murphy was in it. Like, there's no other reason. They were like, Eddie Murphy's in it. He's hot. A lot of people are going to see it. It's branding, but that was the only
Absolutely.
reason. It was just like if it's anybody else, that it has to be like some other, it has to be they have to try to make fun of somebody else. But McDonald's was smart enough to know like, hey, this guy brings in money. Let's do it.
Yeah, it ain't like it was like Michael Jai White or somebody like that.
Yeah,
It was Eddie Murphy. He was hot. So McDonald's like, oh yeah, we'll sell some more Big Macs for doing this. Yeah, for sure. Be
yeah.
crazy not to.
Michael Jai White. I love Michael Jai White. He always throws a kick unless he's in a Tyler Perry movie.
Then he getting his ass kicked
Yeah,
by his
pretty
old
much.
lady.
Yeah, that's his kryptonite right there. um,
Right.
but yeah, to get to the balance, Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy, do you think their relationship is what makes this movie work?
Yeah, no, I think you can tell throughout the movie Arsenio Hall was just glad to be there. Like you knew Eddie was the star, and then Eddie liked the fact that Arsenio, you could tell he was just kissing his ass just like the whole movie. That and Harlem Nights. He just wanted to be in Eddie's crew. And so I think Eddie loved that to the point was like, all right, let him roll with us. But I think they could have had another star outside of Arsenio Hall, but I don't know who would have been hot at the time to do that with. But maybe Rick James, if he would have been reliable. But I don't think between the drugs, I don't think it would have been that reliable.
I get what you're saying. Anybody else would try to outshine him when he knew Arsenio would just
Right.
like, yeah, that makes
He
sense.
just wanted to be there. That's all. He let him be the star. Arsenio just wanted to say I was there. So Eddie was
Worked
cool.
worked out.
Yeah, for sure.
Worked out for real. I can't blame on that one. That was if it's any coattail to ride, that was definitely the smart one to ride.
Right. Do that one.
Yes. One of my favorite scenes would have to be, and they did this a lot in the 90s and the 2000s where they're trying to find a date. So they just go through multiple women at that bar
Yeah.
table. Which one did you like the most? Like, which one did you find the funniest?
I would say not. Oh, what was the fat girl shit? I need a man that can go for 8 hours or something like that. I thought that was the funniest. Her and then I can tell you what I didn't. The one I thought was least funniest is when Arsenio had on his wig,
Yeah.
and I was like, really, is this necessary? It's like maybe Arsenio wanted to put on a wig that day. I don't know, but I think the big lady was the funniest one for me.
I agree. I agree. Um, and we cannot talk about this movie without talking about the barbershop.
Yes,
Did you peep
one.
young? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I
Cuba
apologize.
Gooding Jr.
Yes.
No, you good. Cuba Gooding Jr. sitting in the chair. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, that's young Cooper right there. Like that's before he was groping women. That's man right there. Like,
Nah, he was probably still touching on him. He probably.
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
And I think that Jerry curl was real. I think that was his real Jerry curl.
I mean, I can believe it, man. Like, it was cool to see it. I was just like, all right, this is before Snow Dogs. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, daddy daycare and all that.
Yeah. Uh, I I feel like they could definitely make a movie out of just those two characters in the barbershop.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. But would it be would it be a reach? What outside the barbershop, where would it go? I mean, they make and do some deleted scenes. Like how back in the day with DVDs, it'd be like extras or something like that. That'll be dope. but how much could you write? So would you want to watch an hour and a half of them two going out at a barbershop? Or would you like, all right, this is enough?
I'm the 1% of the world that thinks Norbit's a funny movie.
Norbit is hilarious. So
Okay, cool.
add me to that.
Okay, cool, cool. So yes, I would watch that. Yeah, like I would watch them at the bar and whatever else. Yeah, yeah. Like I would never call it a good movie, but I was like when I saw Norbit, I was like, this is hilarious. Like that was the
It ain't bad. It's tolerable.
yeah. It was the first movie I was like,
Did you
Martin
did you like
Wayans.
Pootie Tang?
It's funny, but like I have to watch it in like bits. I can't watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
Like I
Same
like
here.
it.
Same here.
I like it, but it's just one of those things where it's like it's just a big 35 minutes of that movie where it's like, hey man, why is this here? Like
Filler.
yeah, like this is come on, Chris, write something funny. This is but you gotta do some things before you get to top five. So,
Yeah, he could have kept that one too.
you didn't like top five?
I didn't like it at all. I watched it for about 10 minutes. That Death at a Funeral. I'm like,
Mm,
this
yeah,
is a rough patch for you, brother.
yeah, Death
I'm
at
a
the
big Chris Rock
Funeral.
fan.
Me too, me too. Stand up wise, dude's a killer, man. He does what you say, but he does what you said about like he makes you think, and that's why I love so much. He makes you think. It's not just funny.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, you want to
definitely
make sure that yeah, it's definitely like you said, think makes your mind wander a little bit. Smart comedy is what I like.
yes, yes, yes. It's definitely if you're a fan of Cat Williams, if you go to a Chris Rock show, you're not going to get the same jokes you would get. Yeah,
And like we were saying earlier, black crowd, white crowd. So who's gonna go to a Cat Williams show? The people that's gonna pay $50 a ticket.
yep,
So
yeah. It's going to be not a lot of W-2s in there.
straight cash.
Yeah.
Oh, sweaty bra money.
Oh, Steph, sweaty bra. Got nipple prints on it. I don't know how we
Right,
got.
like you holding the money like that. Like I don't think I want this $20
Yeah, this is a tip you can keep right here, ma'am. I
bill.
can't bring this
Thanks, but no
home.
thanks.
Yeah, there's too many questions that come on this tip. I don't
Right.
know how we got here, but
But
yeah. Uh,
that's cool, man. I like good banter. That's funny.
oh yeah. When it comes to the apartment scene, I feel like I know we'll speed up, I promise, but I just want a few scenes to
No,
discuss with you. When it came
you
to the
good.
apartment scene, did you catch the fact that they were like no window, and then you go into the apartment and he goes out the window?
No, I didn't catch that because they want the blind man. Damn, I gotta watch it again. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, the guy was like, "There's no window in here," and then as soon as it goes, that's the part where he screams something about New York, and they said "fuck you," and he's like, "fuck you too."
Oh, that's right. He's like, "Good morning, New York. Good morning." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn,
Yeah,
he was on the balcony.
yep, yeah,
Son of a gun. That's
yeah,
lit by me.
yeah. And then I love the fact that like they made it so nice, got a jacuzzi in there in like less than 5 hours, and then like just switched apartments for no reason. So it
Yeah, like
was
how you gonna carry that jacuzzi up the steps? Like, how's that even possible? And you got to put it together. That comes in a box. You got to run the water. Like, they don't come assembled already.
Chris, you got a jacuzzi?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Ain't that funny yet, brother. It's
oh,
coming.
okay. I don't want no hate. Ain't no hate in my heart, but I was just like, who am I talking to? Like, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a
Ain't
minute,
that
bro.
funny yet.
I was about to say, but I would.
Give me about a year.
Okay, I was about to say, but I would have came up there. My fault for doing this over Zoom. I didn't know who I was talking to. I got cards.
That's funny. I gotta buy some more cards. I'm running low.
Oh yeah, man. Um, yeah, me too. Actually, yeah. When it comes to the cast as a whole, we talked about the John Amos and Arsenio and Eddie Murphy. I think everybody was on the A game when it came to the cast. I can't really name one weak link.
I think you have to be. I mean, you're doing a movie like that where it's, for one, you got the hottest comedian at the time. picking you to do the movie. So you don't want, that's like doing a comedy show. You don't want to go out there and you be the weak link of the comedy show. You want to bring your A game because for one, everybody's gonna watch this movie. So if you have a breakout part and you still a scene, now you getting more work. You're starting to work again because somebody else gonna see you. So you can't be slipping. Even Louis Anderson, the couple lines he was working it. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
I read an article where Eddie Murphy was like, uh, he was not supposed to be in this movie. It was just like the studio was like, hey, you got to put a white guy in it.
I seen an excerpt. I didn't know this who they was talking about. It was him and Arsenio said they got to put white people in there. Yeah, okay. Well, hey, I don't know. What Louis, he had a cartoon deal out of that. Was it The Life of Louis or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Louis wasn't going to say no. Yeah.
Hey,
But I think it was between Louis and Seinfeld. And I think Arsenio was the one that said, let's get Louis. Or maybe it was Eddie, but I know they went with Louis instead of Seinfeld. So,
but it worked out better for Seinfeld anyway.
yeah. He's not mad.
He had some little show that came on. I don't know the name of it.
Exactly. Like,
it seemed to did fairly well.
yeah. How many cars?
Right. So he'll be okay. He's all right.
Yeah, he made it. Um, the soundtrack. How did you feel about the music?
It was okay. I mean, for its time, I don't really like 80s like pop or rap or whatever, but it was okay. It's tolerable. I can deal with it.
My favorite song is still Soul Glow.
With Eric LaSalle.
Yeah.
That's ER.
It's ER. What do you mean?
Eric LaSalle was in ER, the dude who played Soul Glow, the black man.
Yeah.
You ever seen ER?
Is that the Denzel Washington show?
No, it's just like it was like the hospital show that came on NBC.
Oh no, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was big in the 90s, man. You shouldn't say that out loud. I think they had like 15 seasons.
So it was like
like Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, okay. I do need to check that out. Boy, NBC knows how to keep those fictional hospital.
It's a lot of sick motherfuckers at NBC, and
yeah, apparently. No, I work in the medical field. I promise you, all that's fiction. I wish somebody be trying to like flirt with me. Like, ain't nothing like that going on. Huh? I wish you would get this close to me. All these sick people around trying to make me sick. This is
right. Ain't happening.
Yeah. Patient and rule number 2 is dying. Why are you talking to me? Why are we flirting?
That's funny.
Yes. So we talked about the pacing already. Wait, one more thing before we get off topic. One more time to get off topic. Have you been on a show where you realized you were the weakest link?
Yes. Hold on my phone my computer about to die. I'm gonna call you from my phone. Hang on one second. Can you see me?
No, not yet.
What about now?
Yep. See you now, buddy.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
So you said, was I on the show that I realized I was the weakest person?
Yeah.
When I first started out, I had shows like that, but it makes you stronger. Now it's a terrible ride home, especially after you bomb and everybody else does well. It's a very, very, very bad ride home, but it helps you grow. But while you on stage, especially if you go first and your material don't hit and everybody else comes to knock it out of the park, and then you got to go back on stage and you take that group picture with all the comics, or you stand there like I had a show about a year or so ago, and then everybody would say after the show, "Oh, good job, talk to the other comics," and they didn't even look my way. So you know how that went.
I think the most humblest experience was I was doing a show, and I want to say it was Raleigh, North Carolina, And I did not know these comedians. I
Mm.
just know the guy that booked me, and I went third, man. And I'm talking about I'm relaxed. I only have to do 7 minutes. I do not have to do a long period of time. And when I say
That's not
nothing,
bad. Yeah. That's not bad.
nothing hit. I'm talking about, and like, I mean, I can't even fake like something's hitting. I'm just like, oh, all right, next. I mean, I'm trying everything, and I was just like, when I saw that light, I thought I saw Jesus because I was like, I don't need to be here, Lord. Uh, all right, I remember
Hey,
put.
you you know when you bombing because you always ask how much time I got left.
I was taught not to say it, but I see a lot of people do it. So were you told to say it or not to say it?
Man, I haven't taken a comedy class a day in my life. I had some people say don't say this, don't say that, don't wear certain things on stage. I mean, I don't know. I'm if you have you ever seen me perform? You ever seen me do a show?
Hey guys, I know I said he's hilarious. I haven't seen him yet, but I've heard enough to know that he's hilarious. Yeah, no, I haven't seen you yet, man.
Oh, so my style is a little different. So like I go on stage, I'm pointing out there, like you were saying earlier, how you was trying to reach for the joke. I tell the audience straight up, I was like, well, that was funny when I wrote it in the car. Like I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. So if I know my shit ain't hitting, or I know I'm about to go off stage, I'm like, look, man, how much time I got left? I'm get on out of here. Not at a big show. Now, if it's like a open mic or Joe's Crab Shack, I'll say that. But if it's like a show where we done sold tickets and it's a big deal, I wouldn't do that. But I just be straight up with them. So my style's a little bit different when I go on stage.
My go-to is that's how jokes sound before they're funny.
I'm working out. This is a workout room.
Yeah, this is that's my go-to no matter what. Like whenever I do open mic and something new isn't
That's funny
landing,
though. I like that.
it's like that's my go-to every time. Like that's like my girlfriend said I should get a trademark because I swear whenever I try something new and it doesn't land, that's exactly where I go. I was like, hey, I feel the energy. I know what I just said. Nah, I agree with you. Um,
Hey, you should trademark that, man. Somebody just take that shit. You should. That's funny. You should trademark that.
well, guys, I apologize, guys. We keep going away from the movie. Um, to get to the towards the end of the
Nah,
movie,
you good. You good. You good.
to get towards the end of the movie, did you feel like that relationship was wanted, or did you feel like it was rushed?
I think it was wanted. Um, I think the fact that him being a prince kind of helped Lisa make her decision, but it didn't hurt. But I think it was wanted for both parties. Yeah, I think it was necessary. Yeah, I think they'll work out just fine. Now we'll see come Friday when the new one come out how that's gonna work out. But when I watched the end of the movie, I thought okay, they'll succeed.
Nice. Hey, Chris, I might as well because we having a great conversation. I want you to know, but this episode may not drop until August, the second week of August. This is why I have like a lot, like in the like a lot in the log. I try to be at least 11
Oh, you
ahead.
good, bro?
Yeah. So I
Oh,
was
that's
about to
part.
say,
Damn, boy, that's dope, man.
yeah, that's the only reason why I
Congrats for
didn't
getting
do.
that content out there.
Oh yeah, man. I just try not to be like I wanted to do live at first, but then I was like, people say stuff they don't mean to say, and once it's live, I don't want you know, I don't want that on me. Yeah,
Right now, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah,
I can appreciate that.
yeah. My last question for you is, which is a dumb question, but I have to ask: do you believe that this movie has become a part of pop culture?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, we could look at like we were saying earlier. This movie is quotable. Like we literally can take almost every scene and come up with a quote for it. So I think that makes it pop culture. It's in everybody's vernacular. You can say soul glow, and immediately 10 people in the room might know what you're talking about just off that one word.
Yeah, this is one movie that very surprised it's not meme to death. Like, there's a lot of SpongeBob memes. It's a lot of like pop culture memes, but when it comes to this movie, I've only seen maybe two memes. So that's one thing I'm pretty sure after the second one comes out, people are gonna go back and like make a bunch of memes about it. So
Yeah, come to think about it, I seen a Randy Watson meme, and yeah, I haven't seen many. Believe it or not, I haven't seen many. That's very surprising.
yeah, yes. Um, do you think the sequel can live up to this?
Not at all. Not at all. I think of expectations are so high. You look at Hangover 2. You know, when Hangover first came out, everybody's like, "Oh shit, what is this?" It's the funniest thing ever. Hangover 2 came out. It was like, it could have kept this crap. The only sequel I think that was as good as the first one is Rush Hour. Um, that's the only
Yes,
sequel I'm like. Rush Hour 2 was way better than Rush Hour 1.
I can agree with that. I 100% agree with that. As long
Yeah.
as it's better than the
So I
Blade.
don't.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I think it's
Which
our
Blade
internet
though? Which Blade
connection.
we talking?
Oh, Blade Trinity. I like the first and second one, but the third one is just horrible.
I'm with you. I agree, 100%.
Yeah. But he got serious. That shit went up.
Yeah, I was like, wait now. You know, I like Wesley. I like
Yeah.
old Wesley.
Uh, the IRS like him too. Um,
Apparently.
yeah, man. Is there anything else you like to say about the movie?
No, man. I'm just you got me wanting to watch it again in a couple of days. I'm probably not tonight. I got a lot of shit to do, but I'm definitely gonna watch it in the next couple of days. That's just a funny movie.
Yes, yes. 1 through 10, what would you like to give it?
I say a 9. I don't know if it's a perfect movie out, but that's damn close.
Nice, nice. I would give it a 9. Also, of course, it's a biased opinion. Like somebody else would probably say, about whatever, but my biased opinion is also a 9. Um,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. I mean, the movie review. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Nah, man. Just you guys, follow me on all social media networks. I'll follow you back. Mike, thank you for having me, man. This is a great platform. Sorry we couldn't do it in person, but I got all these rugrats running around, so it's hard for me to kind of get out the house right now. But thank you for having me for sure, brother.
No problem. Tell me your social media handle.
Oh, Chris Munn's Comedy, all social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Um, I'm working on my website, so that'll be out soon. So we try to get that out there for everybody as well.
Cool, cool. Thank you again for coming on. You guys have an amazing day.